and we welcome you to N.E.W. Mayhem on Monday. We are live on the 26th of July, and my God, Owen, once again, Mr. Goldman has pulled it out the bag.
Well, yeah.
In Liverpool.
And a day ahead of yourself there. It's only the 25th.
Is it? God damn it.
But yes. Well,
tonight, not only will we see the opportunity match for a shot at the tag titles in both the men and women's divisions, but Brad Moss will put his title on the line in a false count anywhere match. I believe as well we are going to see the brand new European champion here tonight, Owen.
Well, I'm sure we can do without that.
Well, yes, Max Radix, of course, here live at ringside alongside the former N.E.W. World Heavyweight Champion Owen. And well, you're a former champion, Owen. I mean, what do you think? A veteran like Snake coming back after all this time and now winning the prestigious European title for Magnum Opus. I mean, doesn't that inspire you as a veteran competitor that you too could be a champion again someday?
All it makes me think is if you're in the right place, and if you've got the right people in your pockets, you can get any opportunity often enough.
I don't know what you're implying. I mean, I think EFW clearly had seen what they had, the caliber. I mean, I don't know why Snake was competing on the EFW in the first place. Quite frankly, I think it was a slur.
Well, yeah,
to this man's caliber and history.
For some reason, able to wrestle in both divisions,
the first man ever. We should say here, Owen, the first man ever to get that kind of contract in this company's history. Of course, there have been other men since Snake got it, but he was the first. He's live here tonight, the leader of Magnum Opus, and I'm sure he has a few things on his mind. Well, a new European champion on fine form tonight, proclaiming a reign of gold onto Magnum Opus. They've already got the tag team champion, Owen. They've already now got the European Championship, and surely it's only a matter of time before Vega, as Snake has proclaimed here tonight, will become the new N.E.W. World Heavyweight Champion. Excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of big promises right there, and they're going to have to begin proving themselves tonight.
Oh yes, Magnum Opus will indeed be in the ring tonight, but not before. We start off here with Jimmy Falcon, who is the associate of Magnum Opus. His membership of the group still not been confirmed, Erwin, but we do know that Jimmy Falcon's contract is owned by Snake, and therefore Magnum Opus. He has kind of been their, shall we say, henchman in some situations as of late. I mean, I think it's great. I think it's the best thing to happen to Jimmy Falcon in years.
Well, Snake in his speech there promoting Jimmy Falcon's hands-on approach with Mike Shatopa, which I'm surprised last week didn't get him sent off.
Well, yeah, controversial as it was, there was no disciplinary action for Falcon against his actions against our senior official Mike Shatopa. Zach Fuller, being one of the key members of the locker room, outraged the disrespect shown to Mike, one of our most respected members of the N.E.W. backroom staff, and he swore vengeance for Shatopa here tonight.
Wow.
Zach Fuller, of course, now a proud member of Xander Enterprises, of course, will be in the corner of Fuller tonight. We do expect them to be there. Emma Xander, William Xander, more than likely will be with their newest talent.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Fuller. So if Magnum Opus are in the corner of Falcon tonight, Erwin, which is a possibility considering they're still kind of testing out the waters with this kid, then this could be a combustible element here.
Oh, most definitely, and of course, Xander Enterprises' fight for right has been targeting.
Well, so they
Magnum Opus as of late.
So they claim, Erwin.
I mean, William Xander wanted to set this kid free, but it seems Jimmy Falcon has other intentions. Seems to be settling in with Magnum Opus.
Well, here we are. We are live in Liverpool. And indeed, Xander Enterprises have come out in force.
Finally kicking things off here. I can guarantee if there's more than one of them at ringside, there's going to be more than one of Magnum Opus at ringside, even if Jimmy Falcon is just an association.
Well, it's Zach Fuller. He is 5'10", he's 255, from Hackensack, New Jersey. He's a former television champion. He's of course accompanied to the ring by Emma Xander and William Xander, the founders of this so-called Fight for Right Xander Enterprises. Zach Fuller, their newest addition to this group.
Oh yeah, of course, William Xander, quite the career at one point, possibly one of the most hated men at one point in N.E.W, especially when he became commissioner. Dramatic change in attitude from him and his wife.
Well, a so-called change in attitude, Erwin.
Well, I know you don't believe it, but I think being booted from the enforcers was a wake-up call for them.
Oh, I think that's just wishful thinking on your part personally. I think Xander Enterprises are a cold, calculating business machine. I think they're doing what's best for business, and what's best for business right now is getting an athlete like Zach Fuller in their corner, which is a great acquisition in my opinion for Xander Enterprises. And Jimmy Falcon has a lot to prove, and that's Rick Weaver in the background if I'm not mistaken, Erwin, so it's pretty clear at least.
Oh, and there's Vega.
Yeah, there's Vega as well. Well, you certainly can't, yeah, well said, you can't miss him. Well, Vega and Weaver, the tag team champions.
That certainly spells trouble for Zach Fuller. Of course, he does have some help in his corner as well, though.
Absolutely, but I mean, Jimmy Falcon, this is a big statement of intent, surely here tonight for Magnum Opus. They really are giving Falcon a chance. I mean, he's been offered the brass goblet here, essentially, by Snake, and it's a question of whether he will take it or not.
Oh yeah, seemingly being welcomed into the fold after assisting Snake in getting that European Championship, essentially.
Well, I think he still has something to prove to the group as a whole, and I think a victory over Zach Fuller tonight would be a great way of cementing his place in the group.
Well, Zach Fuller,
remember, he's not officially been made a member yet.
Zach Fuller, not a weak opponent to go against here.
Former TV champion there.
Falcon definitely has the ring veterancy, but also possibly the most ring rust out of the two.
Well, he's one of the best kneeling men in the business, Jimmy Falcon. That's his problem. Oh, my word, what a monkey toss there by Fuller.
Well, yeah.
Followed it all the way through.
In Fuller's short time here, he has already won the TV championship, and he toppled Warlord to do it. No easy feat.
What a... Oh, my word.
Beautiful takedown there.
It really was. Corkscrew, leg breaker, knee breaker, excuse me. But my word, beautiful takedown maneuver there by Zach Fuller, who was clearly targeting that knee early on, Erwin.
Oh yeah, very, very technical wrestler is Zach Fuller. It's shown that from the start.
Going to the outside, in dangerous territory. That's Magnum Opus's corner.
Yeah, changes direction with a hip toss there.
Fuller taking control of this matchup in the early onset. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, Jimmy Falcon's contract owned by the manager of Magnum Opus, who is not at ringside here tonight, Snake. Many call him, of course, the brain of Magnum Opus.
Well,
sent the tag team champions to cheer on Falcon, which is by no means a weak enforcement team, Owen.
Well, after that tremendous speech of his, he surely needs a rest.
Falcon on the attack with that shoulder barge. Oh, and the corkscrew.
Jimmy Falcon back in the attack here.
Takedown, beautiful by Falcon. Oh, what a left hand. Take that, backdrop. Oh, bridge. What a bridge. Only got a one. Great power by Falcon there, and awareness to power out of the bridge.
And normally,
beautifully executed there.
Normally, I'd be a bit more pleased to see Jimmy Falcon in the ring.
Oh, Rick Weaver there, doing some
what we saw.
Fantastic work at ringside there.
After what we saw in Destruction, I can't say anymore.
What a hellacious gut buster there by Falcon, and taking Fuller completely by surprise. He was distracted by Weaver. Falcon's on the middle rope, and we've seen this before. This windmill kick-like maneuver, changes his mind, goes for an elbow, completely misjudges it. Still has time to get back on Fuller, and with that club to the back, it is normal service resumed. What a knee breaker.
Devastating.
Fuller in the corner. Oof.
Big
what
drop kick.
Tremendous drop kick by Jimmy Falcon, who seemingly finally has his flow in this match with that patented GBH neck wrench. We've seen men tap out to this not a week ago, Erwin.
Chitopa getting rid of that chair, trying
to.
Weaver was introducing, but
I think Weaver may have blocked it on the way out, unseen by Chitopa. I think that was a great sleight of hand there by Weaver on the outside, but Chitopa that time making sure. Fuller, oh, what a senton.
Beautiful.
Not wasting any time there. Once he got Falcon back on the mat. I think it was a
surfboard stretch here.
My word. My God, could you imagine the pain of this maneuver?
It's a tremendous maneuver if you get it locked in.
He has got all of that. What a bridge to counter.
Managing to get the hand around the head there free to spin around.
In the corner he goes once again. Oof. Head first. Shoulder. Knees and toes.
Quick.
Oh, what a counter though by Falcon. Getting out the way. Oh,
big mistake.
Northern Light suplex with authority by Zach Fuller. Executed with perfection once again, Erwin. I mean, you're right, one of the best technical guys in N.E.W. today.
Oh, what a trying to provide a distraction.
What a counter. Take that. Fuller was ready for that one. Good call. Weaver was indeed trying to distract. But now, because it didn't work, you get that.
Moonsault.
What a moonsault. Indeed. Zach Fuller is on a roll. Snap suplex. This has got to be it here, Owen.
Well, yeah, Falcon looks rocked after that moonsault. Back into his corner, if you will, and we've seen this before. That beautiful bridging buckle class.
Oh, take that! Oh, Weaver's
However,
up there
Weaver
again.
distracting
Oh,
Shatopa.
beautiful tactics by Magnum Opus. It makes me weep with happiness, Owen.
Well, they're determined to get Jimmy Falcon a victory, but what it got is Rick Weaver sent to the back.
That is an outrageous decision by our senior official, Mike Shatopa. Once again, widely over exceeding his authority. And Zach Fuller has taken this as an opportunity to get his cheap shots in on Jimmy Falcon. What a leg drop.
Falcon.
I'm outraged.
Falcon needing all the help he can get here. Only has Vega left.
Oh,
If Vega even bothers.
only has Vega left. That's like saying you have a tank left. That's a ridiculous thing to say.
Well, Vega watching intently. Zach Fuller taking apart Jimmy Falcon here.
That's like having 4 aces when aces are high in a game of poker. It's unlosable.
Falcon breaks free.
Unless someone's an absolute slime of it. Anyway, back in the ring, Zach Fuller is in the corner and in control here. Oh my word!
Armbar.
Almost like a tarantula-esque armbar.
Yeah.
That was a beautiful submission maneuver there by Fuller onto Falcon, who is reeling here.
Of course, this being a
Oh, wait a minute.
one-on-one.
What a counter. Oh no. Inverted DDT once again. Fuller too quick for Falcon. He has scouted him. He has countered him every single time when it's mattered here tonight, Owen.
Fuller has clearly done his homework, but the pace of this match is starting to set in.
Yeah.
He struggled to get to his feet there.
You see him as well. He was clutching at his ribs there as well, Owen. I mean, he's clearly not 100%. It's been a very physical match for both men.
Oh wait though, putting him in the buckle again.
Off. What a shot, what a bridge.
Oh, but here comes
Vega
Vega.
now. Doing a bit of old-fashioned
Shatopa
interfering
wisely
with
keeping
himself.
a distance, telling him to get down.
I'm amazed that Vega listened to him. Oh, misses with the senton splash. Falcon once again counters, showing that ring presence. Gets a stomp to the chest, goes for a cheap pin, gets a 2, and a kick out by Fuller.
However, Fuller must be exhausted now.
I think that last kick may have connected with Fuller's chin by Jimmy Falcon, Owen. I think. Oh, what a shot to the spine there.
Sharp kick from Jimmy Falcon.
And again.
Another to the lower spine this time.
Brutal.
Falcon, this late stage in the game, has the advantage once again thanks to the interference of Vega.
Yeah, Vega's brief interference was enough to give Jimmy Falcon the edge in this very close fought fight between Zach Fuller and Jimmy Falcon, the seemingly new member of Magnum Opus, although that is yet to be officially confirmed. But both Rick Weaver and Vega, the current tag team champions of the N.E.W, have been in Falcon's corner tonight and have been the, shall we say, more than active group here in this matchup. Oh. Falcon looking to cause some trouble on the ring apron. Oh my word, what a backdrop on the hardest part of the ring. Jesus, what a shot.
Well, this could be bad news for Zach Fuller. Especially, Pele kick. Especially with that chair around that Shatopa removed from the ring earlier on. Falcon for now going to work on that knee.
Williams and Vega both looking on as this match continues. Both men know under the watchful gaze of Mike Shatopa they cannot interfere. That chair is still in place on the floor, but a liberal 10 count continues.
Fuller getting dangerously close to it now.
On a 7.
Falcon deciding the count's getting a bit too high for his comfort, goes back in.
The count of 7 breaks the count, but after the damage done on the outside, this could be it for Falcon on Fuller. 2, kick out. Fuller still got something left in the tank there, Owen.
Oh yeah, Falcon showing a little bit of exhaustion himself now. Has taken quite a beating from Fuller earlier on.
Well, both these men have tremendous athleticism, tremendous stamina, both of them with great athletic backgrounds. It is just a question about who has more at this point. Falcon with the pin, it's a 2 and it's over.
That backbreaker was enough, and Jimmy Falcon picks up a huge victory against the former TV champion here tonight. What a win for Jimmy Falcon. Is this the match, Owen? Is this the match that confirms him, anoints him, knights him as a true full-blooded member of Magnum Opus? Is this the night that he becomes a made man?
With their assistance, he beat their opposition. 1, 2, 3 in the middle of that ring.
Oh yeah, because Vega was in there lying on top of both of them to make sure he stayed down. Jimmy Falcon won that match fair and square. He was just better than Fuller tonight.
Rick Weaver had his fair share of interferences in that match.
Well, Mike Shitopa was just clearly abusing his power once again here in N.E.W. He's gone power mad as Mike. He knows he's untouchable.
Well, either way, Jimmy Falcon picking up a victory there. And now, I believe we are going into our ranking reshuffle match of the evening.
Well, yes, coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, it is Nate versus the Warlord, an Extreme Rules matchup. There is our ranking reshuffle to the, I believe, the United States number one contendership between Nate and the Warlord. Should be an interesting matchup.
Of course, the N.E.W. ranking and the Intercontinental rankings now completely unlocked. Participants can move up and down in there via competition set out by Adrian Goldman. However, this one will determine, essentially, once it's unlocked, the #1 contender for Brad Morse's gold, if indeed he can even hold it tonight. I mean, that's another part of the thing. That title is on the line tonight.
So many factors, so many possibilities. But one thing is for certain, the winner of this match will face whoever becomes the United States champion down the road for a shot at the title, or for at least a shot at the shot. Nate and Warlord, both terrific competitors. I mean, the change in Nate as of late, Owen, has been well documented. This now disciple of the Butcher of Fleet Street, the Reaper, in the very pits of hell himself. Nate has gone willingly. 6'1", 220 from Denver, Colorado. The former member of the Brotherhood has turned his back on his own brother, Owen, his own brother, his own flesh and blood. A 2-time former tag team champion now dances to the beat of a different drum, and it's a much darker one at that, at the hands of the Reaper.
And of course, that whole story has led to the match at Riot 8. We will see brothers Marty and Nate go at it in a Hell in a Cell. That's Adrian Goldman's solution to ending this.
It's going to be a hellacious matchup, one I hoped and prayed I would never see. Flesh and blood will compete on the most personal level imaginable, in the most brutal manner imaginable. Nate has to survive this matchup first. Warlord, 6'2", 255 pounds. Akron, Ohio, a former TV champion in his own right. Extra security due to his former enforcer days. He's got a lot of enemies, has this man. He doesn't care when he's in the ring, but he'd be damned if he's going to get cheap shotted along the way.
Of course, Nate was a random reseed. Warlord is not. had quite a few opportunities, some big opportunities and some big runs here recently since leaving the Enforcers.
Absolutely, Owen.
It's going to be interesting to see how the crowd react to these two. Obviously, Nate's attitude has not got him any cheers as of late, but I think the Warlord leaving the Enforcers, it'll be interesting to see how the crowd react to him.
I think it's fair to say as well, the Warlord's flourished so far in singles action. He has not missed the reinforcement, excuse the pun, one bit. The Warlord proving that he's a tough competitor in his own right.
Well, I don't think he's come out here and done a promo since, and to be fair, I don't think he's had to. I think everything he's done in that ring speaks for itself.
I think Warlord's very much one of those guys. He'll do all his talking in that squared circle in between the ropes, how it should be done. The Warlord now on his own knows he still has a point to prove in this business. He's going to do it his own way, and you have to kind of respect that, like him or not. He will face Nate tonight. It's going to be a hell of a matchup. Oh my word! Nate went for an enziguri, but Warlord was just an inch quicker with that hellacious drop kick. My word, what a takedown!
Oh, look at shock on Nate.
Kick to the back. The sheer velocity that this match has started, Owen. I mean, we could be in for a treat here tonight.
Let's not forget, Warlord answered one of those open challenges held by the Reaper and took him to his paces.
Absolutely. I mean, tremendous.
Now his new minion has been beaten in a matter of seconds.
My word, that was absolute destruction. The Warlord is on a mission to destroy. Look at that jackhammer. Just absolutely insane.
Well,
went for the pin. It was over.
Clearly wants,
just like that,
a shot at that US Championship.
Well, I think that shows right here, right now. If Warlord locks that jackhammer in, then, well, there's not much going to happen after that.
Well, it seems like Rick Weaver has passed his losing streak on to Nate after beating him. He's now been beaten by Warlord. He has to face Zach Fuller tomorrow.
That may be one of the quickest matches I've ever seen Nate in. Well, coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, after that surprisingly quick match, we do have Brad Morse defending his United States Championship against the Prodigy live here tonight.
Oh yeah, of course. Earlier, he of course last week, in fact, issued an open challenge, trying to one-up the Reapers open challenge that night, putting his championship on the line.
So to clarify, Owen, let's say, for argument's sake, I'm not saying he will, but let's say the Prodigy wins this match tonight. The Warlord will then face the Prodigy, and if he beats the Prodigy, will then get a title shot. Am I right in saying that?
Well, at some point in the future, yes. I imagine that's the way. I imagine that if until that ranking is unlocked, perhaps the Prodigy can open the challenge. Perhaps Adrian Goldman will put that in place anyway. We are yet to see. But once that ranking reshuffle is opened, Warlord is the #1 contender. Sorry.
Well, you have to wonder what Brad Morse will think about that, considering the amount of time he has indeed been United States champion. He's been a fighting champion as well. I mean, surely some people would argue that he would earn a rematch automatically if he did lose the title here tonight. But that is still an if.
He is the one issuing these open challenges. Let's not forget that. Adrian Goldman
very good point.
Saying, I don't mind seeing that on my television.
Well, the Prodigy at 5'11" at 149 pounds.
Been on a hell of a roll recently. A couple of defeats recently.
From Bangor, Maine. He's quite the athlete. He's a Prodigy, and you're quite right, Erwin. As of late, the Prodigy been on, unarguably, in both our opinions, I think. I'm right in saying, Erwin, the best run of his career.
Well, yeah. Every time he comes out here, I say it. When he first got here, he was not taking his opponent seriously. Once he saw Kobayashi go through those doors, that completely changed his mindset, and he's become a better wrestler for it.
Well, yeah, the Prodigy looking to create his own slice of N.E.W history live tonight. If he was to beat Brad Morse, it would be his first single title, his first title ever. As a matter of fact, in the N.E.W.
Big opportunity, but of course, the man whose shoes he intends to step into.
The Prodigy, of course, on that list with Jimmy Falcon is one of the best nearly men in the N.E.W. area.
Oh yeah, most definitely now.
And here we go. The United States champion comes silently, it seems, to the ring. 5'10", 240. Loses the height but has it in the weight from Greenwich, Connecticut. And there you go, the music kicks in, and the two-time United States champion always likes to gauge the reaction of the crowd as he walks down in defiance, with nonchalance and with confidence. He has been undoubtedly, Erwin, a phenomenal United States champion.
Oh yeah, he's definitely been on the run of his career so far. I believe he's starting to catch up with his first run as champion. He's currently at 35 days, of course his first was 98 days. Still a while to go, but he is over a third of the way there already.
Well, Brad Morse and the Prodigy sure to put up a show live tonight. Prodigy in one corner.
This may be the highest stakes
And what a cheer.
match the Prodigy has had
Oh, absolutely.
in quite some time.
Unarguably, I would say the biggest opportunity of his career to date. Against and arguably his biggest challenge.
Most definitely.
Brad Morse is a fierce competitor. It seems the fans in the corner of the Prodigy
That's interesting.
yes it is.
We'll see how they feel once the action starts kicking off. If the Prodigy takes this as seriously as he has been taking matches recently, this could be a good technical wrestling match.
Only time will tell here tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Brad Morse not wasting any time.
Brad Morse wants to put a stop to any of those dreams quickly with that Lufez press on the middle rope with bad intentions, misses with the knees. Prodigy gets out the way.
Or perhaps after seeing Warlord's performance, wants to try and prove he can do that himself.
Oh, absolutely.
Prodigy, however, fighting back with a Hurricane Rana there.
Yeah, Prodigy with a great counter. Quick as a flash. Onto Morse there.
Falls count anywhere, no DQ, as Brad Morse stipulated.
Yeah, Brad Morse wanted this Extreme Rules. He wanted this no holds barred because he knew what the Prodigy was capable of, Erwin. He knew what he would have to do to put this guy down.
I'm not sure.
Swinging neckbreaker by the Prodigy might not have been the best idea by Brad Morse.
Oh yeah, he may be beginning to pay for it now. The Prodigy takes control with a snap suplex to follow up.
Tremendously executed by the Prodigy, who has took control.
And I don't know if he called it false count anywhere, knowing Prodigy had stepped up to the plate, or if he called it that simply to one-up the Reaper.
God knows, Erwin. The Prodigy. Oh my word! Flying lariat. You never know with competitors like that what's going through their mind at any given time.
Oh! Backdrop nearly landing Brad Morse onto that chair.
Tremendous backdrop.
Driving the fist into the face. The champion's reeling here.
Yeah, Prodigy there with that atomic bulldog on Morse. Countered the champion and took control.
Maybe you're right, Owen. Perhaps this is his time. What an arm breaker. What an arm bar. Locked it in. Morse can't get to the rope, has to let it go. I think his foot fell under it. Shitopa there, ever vigilant. Second rope. Oh, misses with the elbow.
Brad Morse has to capitalise here.
Great ring awareness by the champion there, and it's interesting that most of this match, as you mentioned before, it stayed in that ring. Oof. Dear Lord. Maybe I spoke too soon.
I was going to say, not anymore. Brad Morse has changed his tactics. Goes to the outside and lets the Prodigy follow.
That vicious shot to the ribs on that steel barrier, it might just do it. That's going to change tactics any day of the week. Oh, what a bulldog by the Prodigy on that wafer thin mat.
Just
a concrete floor below it.
Here. Oh, reversal from Brad Morse. Oh, and a drop kick right up against the apron. Nowhere to go for the Prodigy. Got all of that.
So what hurts more, concrete or wood under that wafer thin mat?
That's a good question.
Are they just equally as painful?
I think in the moment it doesn't matter. It hurts like hell.
Big elbow by Morse to the gut of the Prodigy. Oh my word. Sheer power and aggression by the champion, taking control, slamming the Prodigy's head into that steel guardrail. He has found a steel chair. Steel chair with bad intentions.
Oh, the Prodigy, mere seconds away from getting a face full of steel.
Shot into that barrier again, head first into the steel.
Getting a few receipts here, I think.
God, what a shot. Sickening thud, that skull on steel, Owen.
The champion once again in trouble, but decides to return this to the ring. Shitopa probably thankful.
What these men are willing to do for that United States Championship is beyond comprehension. The Prodigy is back on the attack. Back straight into the face of the now suffering champion Brad Morse. Oh my word. Another armbar, Owen.
Again releasing it. Going for a pin.
No. Not even a 2 count.
Oh yeah, very resilient Brad Morse. Roger thinking about something big, going up to the top rope. We've got to see that elbow drop of his. No, splash.
What a splash, what elevation by the Prodigy. My word.
Oh, he's got hold of the arm again.
He got all of that one.
Before. Just debilitating.
Very old school, just trying to break the fingers of Morse. And after all that work on the arm, after all those arm bars, after all those arm breakers, clearly Prodigy going for this submission game plan here, Erwin.
Brad Morse fighting back, but you got to think when he goes for the Morse code with that weakened arm, it may not be as effective as it normally is. But the Prodigy has annoyed Brad Morse here.
Yeah, Brad Morse showing he can pick apart a body part as good as anyone. With those shots to the knee there, but you know what that generally means, Owen.
Well, yeah, he's signalling for it.
Oh, it's good. Well, all those shots to the arm. It didn't seem to matter in the end. Morse code hits. 1, 2, 3. Brad Morse retains the United States Championship. My word, the Prodigy, who has to be said, Owen, he was the aggressor through the majority of that matchup. Brad Morse, out of nowhere, turns it around again.
Great effort there from the Prodigy, but you can never tell how far gone that US champion is. until he's got that Morse code on you and you realise he still had everything to play.
It's just terrific how much punishment he can absorb. It's just terrific how deep he can go. Brad Morse could have that United States Championship for a very long time to come, Erwin, because I don't see anyone on the horizon who can beat him. Every single time he seems to beat the odds. What a champion, and what a victory for Morse.
Indeed. And again, who's next? We asked this with a lot of our champions. Who the hell is going to step up to the plate next?
Well, I'm sure it'll be something for our illustrious owner, Adrian Gorman, to mull over in the very near future. We'll keep you all updated. Of course, we are live from Liverpool at Monday Night Mayhem, round the corner from Hollow Ground, the compound, mere feet away. Our lively Liverpudlian crowd there in.
Interesting triple threat up next.
Absolutely, should be a tremendous matchup between the three tough competitors of Chris Jones, Simon Youngblood, and Franco. Should be a tremendous triple threat, I believe, as well. This is also for a ranking reshuffle. I believe that one's for the N.E.W. rankings, Owen.
Oh, very interesting.
Wait a minute.
Well, that's O'Grady. Well, remember what happened before Riot. He basically gave up that chance at a championship shot to let us all see Cowboy Roy and GBH go at it once more.
It's a great
point. As long as he got a title shot, well, as long as he got a match.
Well, O'Grady saying he paid the price to see a classic, which he did, and now he wants his recompense. Now he wants his shot. An honour and a privilege, a quote from O'Grady, but he wants Cowboy Roy, Erwin, and what a match that would be.
Oh yeah, well, he definitely deserves it, setting everything aside so we could all see that brilliant match at Riot. Now wants to prove himself against Cowboy Roy and hopefully get a shot at that title himself.
Well, I think O'Grady deserves that shot at Roy. I think he is at least owed that after stepping aside so we could all see that classics. It was an honour to call the deciding match in what was a tremendous trilogy of glorious matches between two of the absolute best the N.E.W. has ever produced, Cowboy Roy and GBH.
Absolutely phenomenal set of matches worth going and delving in. Like the last two Riots, the GBH and Cowboy Roy matches, absolutely phenomenal, historic even.
Yeah, we'll never ever see the like again. Well, coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, three hot young talents fighting it out for a higher position in the N.E.W World Heavyweight Championship rankings. It will be Franco, Simon Youngblood and Chris Jones in an Extreme Rules triple threat match, and a lot to play for here in that N.E.W ranking reshuffle, Owen.
Oh yeah, and of course Vega has been on the climb through the N.E.W rankings, so I'm assuming he is not a part of this due to his match tonight with Magnum Opus. However, I'm imagining that whoever wins this will face him, and whoever wins that carries on their journey. That's an assumption, of course. It's all Adrian Goldman's master plan.
Well, as we always say here in N.E.W, we'll have to just wait and see. It is Franco. He's 6 foot, dead on, 248, Beverly Hills, California. Former tag team champion, 2-time former television champion. Franco, very decorated athlete here. Excuse me, never won the big one. Not yet. It's only a matter of time, many believe, for this young man. Got all the skills in the world, Owen, and all the DNA needed to be a champion.
He's back in the rankings. Perhaps that's all it takes for Franco to prove himself.
Some believe he has the best German suplex in the business, and I believe they're right. Franco could be a great champion someday.
Here's another man who finds himself back in that ranking.
And of course, this man has been to the top of the mountain before. Where the hell is he? There he is. Always comes through the crowd. There he is. A former N.E.W World Heavyweight Champion. A former United States Champion. 6'1". You know this guy very well, Owen. 220. Lexington, Kentucky. It is Simon Youngblood.
Great competitor, incredible athlete. Another moonsault to watch out for. Franco pulls one out every now and then.
Well, this is the master of the moonsault.
Moonsaults here tonight.
Simon Youngblood was doing moonsaults while Franco was still in diapers. This man was at the top of the mountain cashing checks and championships when Franco and Chris Jones were suckling on their mother's teats. He is the veteran in this matchup by a long way, Owen.
Great opportunity, as I've said, for all three of these guys.
Although this young man is an absolute thoroughbred. Chris Jones, 5'10", 150 pounds of pure excellence, Owen. Shemin Wyoming, three-time N.E.W World Heavyweight Champion, former Cruiserweight Champion, 3-time television champion. This kid's done it all. He's a phenomenal athlete. He's not even 35.
As much as I dislike Snake, this is possibly the worst human being to ever walk the face of this planet.
You're just jealous because he's achieved so much so young. He's in the prime of his life. He could have 10, 15 years left of an active career. Just think how many titles this kid's gonna have when he's done. He's already a 7-time singles champion. You throw them all together, and it's an impressive CV for Chris Jones.
When William Zander was commissioner, running as a henchman got him a lot of opportunities. When he was running with the authority, he got him a lot of opportunities.
It's one thing, Owen. This is
a lot of opportunities. Now he stands alone at last. We'll see what he can actually do.
Well, it's alright, it's all very well you saying that, but there's one thing getting the opportunities, it's another thing taking the opportunities, and Chris Jones is a 3-time world champion, so he took that opportunity 3 times, Erwin.
Well, and he got toppled by O'Grady once.
Well, I'm sure you've lost the people you didn't want to lose to either. Simon Youngblood.
Franco not starting off too strong here.
Before you ended his career. Oh, so yes. Did I say it? Oh, yes, I did say it. Yeah. Is he still injured, Erwin? I think he is. How is that trial going? Oh, what a DDT!
Was it Chris Jones who's on a roll here?
2 DDTs in quick succession by Jones.
You know, Red still won that match.
Did he?
That was the weirdest.
Did he win? Is he eating solid food yet? What a belly by Franco.
He knew what he was signing up for. Nevertheless, what detracted him from this match, Simon Youngblood.
Twisted human being. Oh, what a neck breaker by Jones onto Franco.
You never hear The Undertaker apologise for throwing Mankind off that Hell in a Cell, do you?
That's very true. I wonder if he ever has, privately. We'll never know.
Oh,
it was a planned spot.
Small package there.
Oh, planning
DDT.
Kind of ruining the magic there. Everyone knows that one.
Oh, does not make that manoeuvre though as beautiful as it was.
I'm getting shouted at.
Franco now taking control of the ring.
One-armed exploder suplex by Franco onto Youngblood.
And wow,
the young suplex machine.
A long time ago, these two ran in the Authority together. Those days are well in the past.
Well, a nephew of Kurt Angle was on a roll there, but it's been put to a stop very quickly by the prodigy that is Chris Jones. The true prodigy that is Chris Jones. The reflection of perfection. He's on the roll. What a jawbreaker.
Yeah, Simon Youngblood re-entering the ring, but not getting much success. Franco deciding to take a breather.
Off. Look at that. Look at it. He's a specimen. He's a specimen, Owen. He's an absolute specimen.
Oh well, now
he's that good. He knows he has time to take a break.
Oh wait, roll up.
Oh, it's a great look. Oh, it's beautiful.
Youngblood's breaking it up there. She's over getting dangerously close to the action there. I think he got a slight hug.
Well, Mike likes to live dangerously.
Spinebuster from Chris Jones.
He's been living on the edge for years.
Drags Youngblood to the middle of the ring.
Oh.
Working on that leg.
It's why his fifth wife left him. She couldn't take watching him in these matches anymore. Oh, what a neck breaker.
Franco getting up on the outside. Chris Jones going to the top rope.
Oh my
50 cent.
Dear sweet God, what the
breaking things up before he could even get a pin. Look at this claim for his own
belly. How they just stole it here?
Youngblood has
the sheer speed of Franco. It caught me by surprise.
Well, he can do that every now and then.
Just took complete control of this matchup, did Franco, with that huge belly to belly on Chris Jones, who's rolled to the outside. Simon Youngblood fighting back.
Oh,
but what a counter by Franco, and hurls Youngblood to the outside, who lands hard. Jones back into the ring, but suffers a Northern Light suplex for his troubles, and Franco is on a roll.
Oh, indeed he is, but I think he has worse intentions on his mind. Of course, this is Extreme Rules. He's got a ladder. Things are about to get ugly.
That can't be good.
Hasn't been brutal enough. My word, what a punch there by Franco. I think he got a bit of a ladder with that as well. Well, that's just going to cause bad things.
Seeing the ladder breaks things up with a baseball bat.
Oh dear Lord! What a shot!
Super kick!
Right to the chin, Owen.
Chin of Chris Jones.
That's it. That's it.
Well, you know where he's going with this. It
Moonsault.
may not be a 450 senton.
But it's beautiful nonetheless.
Oh, what a moonsault.
Youngblood moonsault.
I think he caught his own leg on that.
Oh, breaking up just in the nick of time by Franco. How close was that?
Again,
In the
speed.
corner, Youngblood goes. Yes, you're quite right, Erwin. What speed by Franco.
Oh, and just shoving him into that turnbuckle.
Oh.
Another German suplex.
The master of the German suplex strikes again. Goes to Jones, who's showing no signs of life. Shatopa's down in the camp. Jones summons up the energy from hell and kicks out after one. Where the hell did he get that from?
It's like everyone's got a rocket up their ass after seeing Warlord just obliterate Nate in a matter of seconds.
I don't think anyone was expecting that, but it just goes to show anything can happen in N.E.W. Franco got a 2 over Chris Jones, who will not die. Youngblood's back in the ring, but Franco's countering everything that's thrown at him. Elbow to face, crucifix by Franco. This kid's becoming the master of all the suplexes.
Going for a pin now. Chris Jones still doesn't
2.
know where he is.
No! Jones looks out of it, completely out of it. Youngblood doesn't look much better. Franco, clearly the freshest man left. Youngblood though, regaining his senses and with that determined look in his eye, gets nothing but a turnbuckle for his trouble. Carnes with an elbow and a knee to the face.
But
Franco
Jones was
felt
just
that.
biding his time. Reverse DDT to Youngblood.
Absolutely nowhere came Jones. And struck hard. Youngblood
He's
down.
stalking him.
Off.
And a
Ouch.
clothesline.
What a clothesline.
Going for a pin. That could be very well it. But
2.
Franco up again.
No! Kick out on his own.
Franco would have been too late.
Well, he got a knee to his head for his struggle for his kick out. Did Youngblood by the returning Franco, who's
Going
getting
for
a
reverse figure 4.
figure 4. Can he
Because
get to the ropes?
The ropes don't matter. His falls count anywhere.
It's it. It's over.
Franco's forced to tap.
It's over. Chris Jones, the 3-time N.E.W. champion, has won this match by submission to the aggressor Franco, who looked hot on favourite to win. Chris Jones showing exactly why. He's been to the top of the mountain so many times before in here tonight. What a match.
What a match indeed. It's going to be interesting if that does indeed mean he faces Vega.
Well, once again, we were saying it earlier on, Owen, just show anything can happen in the N.E.W. I said it earlier on, and this is proof right here. Franco looked like he was odds-on favourite to win that matchup and progress in the N.E.W. rankings, but Chris Jones out of nowhere with that reverse figure 4, picking up the shock win. My word, well, it doesn't stop there. Coming up next, we have the some tag team action from the hottest women's division in professional wrestling today. It is Foxy Valentine versus the Outlaws, and I believe this is for the #1 contendership, Erwin, at the women's tag team titles of the world.
The Outlaws are trying to defend their titles. This is the opportunity match, of course. The first of 2. Foxy Valentines can win this one. They get their rematch against the Outlaws. Are we going to see those belts pass between them once more?
Well, personally, I think if Foxy Valentine are on their A game, then this could be a very long night for the Outlaws. I mean, the Outlaws have been teaming together a long time. I get that. But remember, the first dual women's champion of all time. And Nancy Valentine is her protege. But that's excellence plus excellence. So what does that equal? Excellence plus plus. I mean, Outlaws are good, but they're not excellent.
Well,
they're inconsistent. They have the belts right now, but how long will they hold them? That's the question. I think these two teams could be battling over those belts for some time to come. In my opinion, in the women's tag team division at the current time.
I think regardless of what happens here tonight or what happens between the championships, I think yes, both these teams are going to be in it for a long, long time.
Well, Foxy Valentine, Fox and Nancy Valentine. Fox stands in at 5'8". Nancy Valentine 5'2". Fox 132 pounds and Nancy Valentine 109 pounds. Pawtucket, Rhode Island, of course, resides the Fox, and Long Island, New York, resides Nancy Valentine. Of course, the Fox, a former women's champion, and both these ladies former tag team champions. The Fox was the first ever, as I said in my introduction, ladies and gentlemen, the first dual champion in N.E.W. history.
Being dethroned by Kana Matsuda and the Outlaws, respectively.
Kana Matsuda's reign.
Very short.
Very short-lived, indeed.
Not a happy bunny. There's a Kana Matsuda about that.
Furious. Furious Owen. Well, here come the Outlaws. Rebel by name and rebel by nature, Lisa Chase and Psycho Sonia. Chase 5'2" and 125 pounds, Sonia 5'3" and 130 pounds. Both these ladies from Blackpool, England. Lisa Chase, a three-time women's champion, and Sonia, a former one-time women's champion. Both these ladies, those strangers to gold, and of course hold those women's tag team championships with pride. The second female team ever to have the honour of doing so.
Could even say they're the first ever two-time women's tag team champions.
That's very true, Owen. Second time they've had this belt now.
Probably hoping to have a longer reign than their first. Probably hoping to try and beat Foxy Valentine's reign as champions. This match could stave off the competition for a little bit longer.
Well, we could say right now that the Outlaws and Foxy Valentines are the two best female tag teams in the world today, because they are swapping that title between them as we speak, and tonight we are one step away from seeing it again. Oh, what a jawbreaker to kick it off here.
Valentines can win.
Absolutely. Fox and Nancy Valentine need a victory here tonight.
Big kicks from Fox to start things off.
Oh! Snap duplex by Chase. A former three-time women's champion.
Working on the arm there.
No stranger to the gold. Oh!
Snap suplex.
Beautifully executed by Chase.
Of course, it's going to be interesting to see if Fox has not been on her A game in there since losing the championship.
Oh, Northern Lights release.
Most of the
suplex.
Going to Nancy Valentine.
Fox not wasting any time. Middle rope misses with the splash. Chase was there. Kick to the calf there. Goes to the knees. And then right back to the head, which is classic Lisa Chase. Oh! Elbow to the sternum. Can guarantee a lot of head trauma if Chase gets in a prolonged period of offense here. Oh!
And it seems the pattern is holding true.
Tremendous.
Fox not getting any offense in there since those initial two kicks.
Oh, there you go, there you see it, Owen. Those vicious shots to the head. Classic Lisa Chase. This is why she's a three-time women's champion. She's methodical.
Again, that
Russian leg sweep.
That Kitty still going around backstage trying to figure out who's going to be the first four-time women's champion.
My money's still on Chase.
Oh, mine too.
Oh, wait a minute. I thought your money was on the other chick.
Not Simmons.
Yeah.
Which is tough for me.
Or is my money on Simmons?
I think yours was on Simmons.
Oh yeah, I still say Simmons. We'll have to check McKinney. I say who I said the first time.
Elbow drop to the back from Psycho Sonia.
That was a cheap shot. That was a blind tag. I loved it.
Not able to make the tag, but does get an leg drag in there.
Take that. Fox was not happy with that cheap shot. Sonya doesn't care. What a Russian head sweep.
Fox still not able to make it.
You like that? That's a Radix original, baby. Oh, corkscrew. Hi, Sonya.
Nancy Valentine desperate on the outside to get in.
But she can't because the Fox just can't get a tag. Oh, that was a cheap shot. You know it, I know it. The crowd. Look, listen to the crowd. Listen to how angry they are, Owen.
Well, yeah, Nancy Valentine trying to get Fox out of there.
The Fox there with the cheap shot.
And you've got to question what's going
beautiful.
through the mind of Fox. She's had so little offense in that ring as of late.
Handbreaker by Valentine. The Fox doesn't need offense.
Valentine must be getting furious.
She's that good. She can win without using offense. All she needs is that Tennessee chicken wing.
Oh, and a bulldog.
That's not offense. That's just instinct. What a kick to the sternum. Oh my word, planting the head into the mat. I like it when they fight like this.
Fox and Valentine's.
Ooh, and again.
Anywhere here
Foxy Valentine are going to lose if they don't get their shit together here tonight, Erwin. Oh, Psycho Sonya is on a roll.
Absolute domination here so far from the Outlaws. Nancy Valentine trying to fight back.
Oh, what a big drop kick. Tremendous drop kick. Oof.
And I think Lisa Chase tagged in there whilst Valentine wasn't watching.
Hurricane Rana by Sonya. A great tag team manoeuvre there by the Outlaws, and I think you're right, Erwin. The tag was made. Chitopa acknowledged it, but Fox also got the tag and came in full steam ahead. 2 missile drop kicks and a lariat later, and the Fox is in control.
Perhaps about to make up.
Oh, what a counter by the 3-time women's champion. Fighting back against the Fox, these 2 women with such terrific history in that squared circle, Owen. How long will it be till we see them tangle again in singles action? On the shoulders, that tremendous strength on the rope. What a backward
countered.
Just for a second there, Owen, I thought Fox had kind of backward guillotine Chase, but what athleticism by Chase there, the counter.
However, still in trouble in possibly the most offense we've seen of Fox of late. Still not getting ahead.
Elbow, springboard. Elbow right to the head of the Fox. It connected big style.
Well,
what a counter by Fox. Where did that come from? What a tag. Valentine's in. Double team. Double lariat.
Double team.
Fox wants more. She's no longer the legal woman. Picks her up for Valentine. Front facing. Face buster.
Front facing face buster. Face buster.
Hurricane Rana.
Valentine into the corner. As Chase tries to get
Buckleplex.
Fox attempting to distract Chitopa in vain.
Absolutely vicious.
Just sending her towards Psycho Sonya.
Tag to Sonya.
Oh, here we go. The neck breaker bomb. That could be it. Fox is in, caught up by Lisa Chase, and it's over.
Psycho Sonya and Lisa Chase, the Outlaws,
fend off their competition for another day.
Tremendous tag team wrestling by the current tag team champions. Foxy Valentine, determined, organised, tough, resilient, but not quite resilient enough. Tremendous performance but not a victory. What a double team that was.
Nowhere near enough offense from Foxy Valentine for him to pick up any kind of momentum here.
The resilience was there, Erwin, but perhaps not the aggression.
Oh yeah, definitely did not work regardless.
Well, the Outlaws are loving it. Look at them.
Yeah.
They're loving every second of it.
I still have no idea where she gets that trombone from every time.
No, neither do I, but what the hell? The fans seem to like it, the Outlaws march on, and the question again remains, Owen, who will face the Outlaws for the Women's Tag Team Championships of the world?
Very good question indeed. I am assuming the hunt will begin once again to find another #1 contender.
And coming up, ladies and gentlemen, our main event of the evening. It should be the Hit Squad versus the Team of Teams. They reign gold. It is all about checks and championships for Magnum Opus with the assistance of Jimmy Falcon. It should be a great match, Owen.
Well, the question is, are we going to see a repeat? Are we going to see the champions stave off the competition? Or are the Hit Squad going to give Magnum Opus a run for their money and manage to get that title shot?
Well, bear in mind, Owen, if Magnum Opus win tonight, it will be the second time in a row they have beaten the #1 contenders for their tag team titles. So could we go 2 pay-per-views in a row without a tag team title defense? Has that ever happened before in N.E.W?
I don't think it has. I mean, it would be very interesting indeed.
Would there be an automatic title defense because of the amount of time passed?
Well, perhaps that
All
could
of
be
these
left
should
up
be
to-
questions now for Adrian Goldman to answer.
Indeed.
But of course, I'm very happy to see Magnum Opus stay as champions because it's Magnum Opus. Imagine it after they beat the Hit Squad tonight. What a party it's going to be!
Well, we're going to see here shortly if the Hit Squad have got what it takes to earn that championship title shot. Opus a formidable opposition. Now with Snap as a European championship owner, we're probably going to hear more about that. Here come the contenders. The Gangster and Tyler York of the Hit Squad. Gangster is 6'3", 299 pounds. Tyler York 6'1", 248 pounds. Gangster from Brooklyn, New York, and Tyler York is from Houston, Texas. Gangster, a former TV champion, and Tyler York, former hardcore champion. I know these guys prefer Extreme Rules. However, that is not the case tonight. There's a classic tag. I predict, unlike Magnum Opus, they have no one in their corner. Well, like I say, I bet Magnum Opus do. Whenever they decide to come to the ring.
Yes, the Hit Squad looking fresh and determined against the current tag team champions Magnum Opus. It is Vega, the monster, 7'4", 640 pounds. Former N.E.W. champion, 2-time UK champion, 2-time European champion. Done pretty much it all. Of course, Rick Weaver holding his first title here in N.E.W. as one half of the tag team champions from New York, New York. At 246 pounds. Stands in at 5'10".
considered by many the future of this business, including in his prodigy scene there. The 7-time world champion, the mastermind, the brain from District 13 from Brooklyn, New York. He's also now the current European champion. Oh, look how good that title looks around this waist of Snake. It's like it was meant to be, Erwin. Magnum Opus. Hold all the gold. Look at it, it's beautiful.
Yeah, almost like we have to collect the whole set. Of course, it's not an N.E.W. title. And it wasn't the big one that he was trying to get off Wade Nelson in E.F.W. But it is a title nonetheless.
Wade Nelson got lucky. Rick Weaver.
Not so lucky here.
Oh, rotten leg sweep by the Gangster. Who kicks this match off. Tyler York and the Gangster know what an opportunity this is against the current tag team champions. One of the most influential groups in N.E.W. history, Magnum Opus. Want to make quick work of the hit squad here tonight. Rick Weaver starting this match off strongly with that lariat over the top rope.
Yeah, taking things to the outside earlier. Very interesting idea here.
Or maybe Weaver wants to play the hit squad at their own game, and of course Magnum Opus are not beyond trying to get a count out victory, Erwin.
Well, it's not for the title, so if they do get a count out, you know, if it is a draw, then surely they'll have to go at it again. But of course, if they get in there on the count of 9 and the Gangster cannot respond, then yes, they get an easy night essentially. And I doubt the Gangster's going to let that happen.
That 5 carry though. Counter. Oof. And Tyler York has to be careful here because Rick Weaver is right in no man's land. He's right. Oh, he's essentially punishing Tyler York's tag team partner right in front of York, and York can't do a damn thing about this or fear being disqualified. What's the Topper's count here?
It's 9.
Weaver's gone for it.
And
he has
actually stolen this match.
What tactics by Weaver! He's done it again! What a victory for Magnum Opus!
I believe this.
Yes! This is why! This is why they're the best tag team in the world today! This is why they will be the longest reigning tag team in the world ever! It's gonna happen, Erwin! I believe, the fans believe, and you have to believe! Magnum Opus reign gold in N.E.W.
Well, they may have robbed the fans of a main event here tonight. Hopefully that's not the case tomorrow night. We will see you then.